We can use Photoshop to select, cut out sections of drawings, photographs, and designs to create new elements for a new composition. I'm going to show you a couple of those options. For my first demonstration, I'm going to use my quick selection tool, and I have it set at 10 pixels. We can change this for more fine control or to get larger areas, and I want to make sure I'm in the plus mode, and I am going to select my shape here, and I want to scroll down. Oops, I got too much of it, so I can go into the minus and deselect up to the edge of the objects that I want, the forms that I want to select for my composition. And this can be a little bit picky. It takes a while to get good at it, but with practice we all can improve our skill sets. And I want to make sure that I come all the way up to the edge of this form and can get rid of that one little deal there. And if I wanted to, I could deselect this area too, so that I have like an open area, like a negative space. And again, this can be very careful work. I want to kind of reselect that area. Okay, I'm going to copy and paste Control C or Command C and Command V in my new image file. Click on that, Command V, and now I have that shape. So you can see that what I got there, and I can play around with redoing this a couple of times to get it exactly the way I want, but I'm going to just go with this for this demo. We can also use the quick selection tool to select parts of a photograph. These are bubbles on the surface of a bit of swimming pool right at the edge there, using an underwater camera. Control Copy, come back to my new file, Control V, and there it is. And notice that this image is in front of this in the layers panel. So if I want to switch that out, I can do that. So now this form is in front of this one. As I work with my composition, I can rearrange the layers as need be to create the kind of design that I'm going for. We can also go to the background layer and add a gradient tone or a color fill or something of that nature, using the gradient or the paint bucket tool to add a little bit of color or tone in the background. We can also select elements using the marquee tool. So if I want to select a large section of this in an oval kind of a shape, I can do that. Command Copy again, Command V or Control V, and now I have, because I got some of that white background against this gray, I've got something interesting. Now these things are sort of vertical, so I'm going to rotate that, Control T, and I'm going to rotate that so that it is either at an angle or horizontal in the picture plane, so they get some contrast direction of these shapes. And I can let that go off the edge of the picture plane too, to engage the edge there, and keep working with composition all the time when I'm creating my designs. We can also use the lasso tool to select areas from, let's get this photograph that I have of water. I could use the quick selection tool, the oval tool, or the lasso tool. And again, this can be unexpected results, because we don't really know what's exactly enclosed until we finish it off, and we do have to select it. It has to be enclosed to work. Control Copy, back to my image file here, Control V, and it worked. So experiment with that. You can also play around with rearranging the layers and working with your composition, using cut shapes from any technique, any drawing, any photograph, anything that you have to work with at your disposal to create some unique compositions that are collage-like in effect.